Let's see. CNN. The most
battled with breast cancer in 2017, so she prioritized her money to go to her medical expenses. Faced with this, because she is in default, she says she's going to have to likely sell her home, take out a loan for an RV, and live in her parents' backyard. Here's what she told me.
My family does their best, but they couldn't help me with college. There was no college fund. They don't have money now, resources now, to even help me with this beyond like letting me have this little place on their property. So emotionally, it's devastating.
And so many of the people that we spoke to, Erica, they didn't know what their student loan looked like, what they needed to pay. And so experts we spoke to encouraged people, because there's been so many changes during the COVID time, to actually go and see
to at least know what you might be facing. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Still ahead here, jury selection now underway in the trial for Sean and Diddy Combs. What he had to say in court today about being are fed up as a major U.S. airport experiences day of delayed and canceled flights.
Hey, language.
Damper traps excess moisture to eliminate musty smells. Get rid of the damp with Damp Rid.
Let's go here for more citizens of the law.
Happy grass, happy home.
So what do you do?
Regular feeding, it makes all the difference. Scott's Weed and Feed. The product is incredible.
Now's the time to kill existing weeds with Turf Builder Weed and Feed.
David Law. Feed it.
My moderate to severe Crohn symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
The whole story with Anderson Cooper, Sunday at 8 on CNN.
Today, in a New York federal courtroom, Sean Diddy Combs told the judge he was, quote, a little nervous. The rap mogul's criminal trial began this morning. He is charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and more. The two sides are now in the process of selecting a jury of 12 plus alternates. Most of the prospective jurors acknowledge they're aware of Combs' case and also the allegations that span some 20 years. Among those allegations, that he's accused of forcing at least 3 women to engage in sex acts with him, and at times with male prostitutes during parties known as freak-offs, which lasted for days. Combs faces spending the rest of his life in prison. CNN's Kara Scannell has been covering all of these developments for us. She's outside New York's federal court right now. So some of these prospective jurors already turned away. Kara, why?
Yeah, a number of jurors have been turned away. One woman, because she had seen that hotel surveillance video, she saw a still image of it where Combs is on camera kicking and dragging his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Now, the jurors said that she referred to it as damning evidence, and after a back and forth with the judge, he decided to excuse her for cause because she had formed an opinion on it. I mean, other jurors have been excused, one because the man had just started a new job and couldn't take off 8 weeks. Another juror was excused because he said he had a negative experience with law enforcement. But so far, 11 jurors have qualified to continue through this process. And the magic number here is 45. Once they hit 45 jurors, that is when the judge will have both the prosecutors and Combs' team do their peremptory strikes. That's where they can eliminate jurors for just about any reason until they get to 12 jurors and a number of alternates. But those who have gotten through, some of them have seen the tape. One woman said she did see that hotel surveillance video. Others were familiar with the case. I mean, there were 2 women who said that they had been sexually abused, saying it happened decades ago, and they thought that they could look at the evidence in this case, which is about sexual assault, and view it fair and unbiased based on what comes into the courtroom. One woman who is proceeding, so she was arrested when she was 16 for shoplifting at Harry Potter's World at Universal Universal Studios. The judge asked her what she stole. She said it was a wand. And then another juror who works for the Department of Corrections said that he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor felony, and he is continuing in this case. So we're expected to continue as long as it takes to get to that 45 and to get through the strikes. The judge is hopeful that that could be concluded as soon as Wednesday, with opening statements in the case beginning next week, and then the beginning of the evidence. So Combs has pleaded not guilty. He has said, his lawyers have said, that all of these allegations are the prosecutors trying to criminalize his sexual activity that they say was entirely consensual. Guys?
All right, Kara, appreciate it. Thank you. Brianna?
All right, let's talk about this now with entertainment attorney and former litigator Lisa Bonner. First, Lisa, I just want to get your reaction to some of what we learned so far. The judge granting a defense request to dismiss a prospective juror because she called the hotel surveillance video damning. Maybe not surprising, but what do you think about this?
Good afternoon, Brianna. It's absolutely not surprising because they want to get to a fair and impartial jury, and someone who has already formed an opinion, for example, is not going to be someone that the defense is going to want to move forward with, because you are supposed to listen to what the judge says in the four corners of the room. And so when you are walking in there with an already pre-approved idea of what you think is going to happen and what you think your opinion is going to be, it is hard to be able to say that that person is going to be swayed and can be fair and impartial.
And we do have the jury questionnaire. One is, have you, a family member, or someone close to you been the victim of sexual assault, sexual harassment, or domestic violence? It's notable 2 women who said they've been sexually assaulted in the past remain in the jury pool after being questioned. How could that impact things, and specifically how the defense may handle this?
Well, that's one of the things that you would be looking for as a prosecutor, right? You would like someone who has experience with sexual violence. And that does not mean that you have a predisposed notion of what he did, but you are comfortable with graphic testimony, for example. You are comfortable watching videos and you have some experience. So it's not an ideal juror for the defense, but that is someone that the prosecution would want on their team, and that is not a reason to excuse the juror for cause.
What kind of juror does the defense want?
The defense ideally would be looking for an older man, for example, someone who has maybe been falsely accused by the police, someone who may be in a high-powered job with traditional values, someone who really does not come in with a preconceived